FC Alliance ESL U6 Practice 1. Practice number 1 starts with dribbling in a grid. Early on in the season, you will have to clearly help players understand the boundaries. You may have a few runaways, and you have to kind of wrangle them back into the grid. It is recommended that you use 8 or more cones, so players can clearly see where they can and cannot go. While dribbling in a grid, players should learn to see where they are going, and they should also learn to keep the ball close. The main goal is to not run into others and to stay inside the grid. Please note, we're using older players in this video to help make it more clear. Once you're comfortable dribbling in a grid, go to dribbling variations. We begin with right foot only. The players aren't going to be perfect. However, encourage them to understand the difference between using your right foot and using your left foot. That said, after right foot only, go to left foot only. Players, again, will gravitate to their dominant foot. That said, encourage more and more touches with the other foot. Finally, something a little more complicated, but it also works on players controlling the ball and understanding how to use different parts of their foot. Here, they're going to pull the ball back and push it forward. Pull the ball back and push it forward. To keep the players interested, you want to build in games. So when they're working on a specific dribbling variation, whenever you yell, "Go to a cone," the players have to stop what they're doing and dribble as fast as they can to their own cone. They can't share a cone, so if someone takes one, they have to find another. Next stop, the moves. We begin with the pullback. The pullback is very simple. Players are going to pull the ball back behind them, and they're going to spin with it. Make sure they spin in the same direction that they pulled the ball. So if they pull it with the right foot, spin to the right. And of course, we're going to play Dribble Mania. You yell, "Go to a cone," and they sprint to a cone. Move number 2, the L turn. We show this move more in depth in our YouTube video with the ESL moves. However, you can see the players work on the L turn here. You want to focus on understanding to use different parts of your foot for the same move. Here, you go bottom of your foot to the inside of your foot. You go from the bottom of your foot to the inside of your foot. Third move is a V turn. This move is challenging. In fact, it's very difficult. However, it's great for younger players when it comes to teaching balance and teaching how to be skillful. Players will be very proud when they learn how to use this move. And remember to keep it interesting. We go to Dribble Mania. Yell, "Go to a cone," and there you see the players dribbling as fast as they can to find their own cone. Next up, Coach Chase. Once the players are starting to learn the moves, you need to build in an exercise called Coach Chase. Here, the coach will chase the players around, and they have to try to use the moves they've learned to beat the coach. Players absolutely love this exercise. There will be a lot of laughter, there'll be some improvisation, but more importantly, it gives you a chance to work on using moves against an actual defender. They won't always get it right, but that's okay. As long as they're being creative and skillful, that's what we're looking for in the players. Now, if you've been working on L turns a whole day and no one's doing L turns, you can say, "Let me see L turns. Beat me with L turns." It's also okay for a coach to poke the ball away. Let the players be successful, but have fun, and occasionally winning a ball isn't so bad. And once the coach is tired, go to player chase. Pick a player to chase his or her teammates. In fact, that activity leads us into one of the games, freeze tag. Here, every player except for one has a ball. The one who doesn't chases all the players around and tries to tag them. When they're frozen, they have to stop and freeze, and they can only be unfrozen by teammates who dribble the ball over to where they are and tag them where they're no longer frozen. And again, sometimes these games can be very, very short, but that's okay. Just restart it. Players will love this, and it helps them work on moves and speed and be shifty and be sneaky and just overall good with the ball. The other game in practice number 1 is the old school traditional sharks and minnows. Players absolutely love this game. So they start on one side of the field and they try to dribble to the other. However, the coach, being the first shark, is able to knock a player's ball away, and when he does, that minnow joins the coach as another shark. The game ends when only one minnow is left, and that minnow becomes a champion. Game number 2, you're going to see that the coach steps away, and a player is a first shark. And just like the very first game, the shark is able to knock at least one player's ball away, so now one of the minnows joins him as a second shark. It is important to remember that this game is all about being skillful, but also having fun. Laugh with the players, encourage them, give lots of high fives, and celebrate victories.